So let's take 2 of Street Talk. You guys saw what take 1 was when the camera went or whatever. But long story short, didn't get permission to film at that mall. I don't even know if I want to say the name of the mall just in case they want to take it down. But I didn't get permission to film there yet. So sent through an email, whatever. But for now, we just went to a nearby park called Fernhead Park, I think. But I think that's what it's called. But the name will be here. Yeah, I'm with my brother Dominic here. Dom?
What's up? Dominic, yeah.
Yeah.
Dominic, either one.
Either one.
Either
Which
one.
one do you prefer?
Everyone calls me Dom.
Everyone calls you
Yeah.
Dom.
And then
What do
family.
you prefer?
Dom, yeah.
Dom. Okay, we met today, like literally today.
Couple hours ago.
Not even, like an hour ago.
Right?
Like an hour ago. Yeah, Dom was here for an interview, job interview. That's gonna go well. I'll pray for that. Yes, sir. But yeah, let's just get straight into it, man. So this is Street Talks, a new series that I'm doing where, look, I'm just speaking to people, bro. Doesn't matter who, doesn't matter what, doesn't matter where. Yeah, we're just talking, man. So just to get things started, Dom, I know we've spoken on the way here, but for the people who don't know, tell us a little bit about yourself. Let's start off with, what are you doing right now?
Right now, studying.
Yes, sir.
Trying to rack up as many certificates, qualifications, as much as that, as well as like pushing my own business on the side.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's in IT you said, no?
Yeah, studying IT, but the business I'm pushing, I'm selling disposable vapes.
Oh wait. Okay, cool. Now guys, I think on that topic, I think we touched on it a bit where it was like, we sorta, it's like, how do I put this? Realize the need for, like a salary is not enough. It's not enough in South Africa.
It's not enough,
A
bro.
salary is not enough, especially a starter salary where you're just coming into the job market, right? Often they're not paying you nearly as much as you deserve,
or enough to even just cover your living
to cover your
expenses.
expenses, bro, because
Yeah.
Cyril's economy is it's crazy. It's actually insane. Bread is 20 rand. Bread used to be 10 rand, bro.
Bro, it's competing with the fuel.
Yeah,
It's here.
exactly. No, but at least fuel's come down recently, but still. Point is, we have both agreed that, look, there seems to be a general feeling amongst the youth that, okay, you need to be pushing something else. So camera shaking because it's windy, but yeah, we need to be pushing something else as well. So I'm pushing videography, video editing, just this actually on the side, even though it's not necessarily bringing in coin yet, but I mean, like,
but it's still like also growing you and like taking you to where you want to be.
exactly,
Right.
exactly.
That's also kind of like what matters, not just like doing something for the money, but for the sake of like putting yourself in a position where like you're actually growing, getting places.
Yes, sir. I agree
Kind
with
of feel
that.
you. Like really doesn't even have to be about like the dollar, the income that you make.
Yeah.
But then again, we are talking about like how one income is not enough.
Yeah.
I don't know. I tried doing YouTube also. Tried making gaming content.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was there for a little bit.
For a
too,
bit,
but
right? Problem is, I did it with the intention of like monetization.
Yeah. Same. That goal, like hit your sub counts, hit your whatever. We're on Twitch.
No, just YouTube.
Just YouTube. But you know the metrics. That thing's like 1,000 subs,
1,000 subs.
4,000 watch hours.
Yeah.
That's the.
And then you're not making money unless you're clocking that. But
Yeah.
I think like when you're not doing it for that intention,
Yeah.
you don't have that pressure. You don't have that in your heart.
Yeah.
You're just doing it for the sake of it, and you end up making more content, better
Yeah.
content.
Yeah. Pursuing like your passion.
Yeah. I wasn't doing it for
100%.
that. I think that's why
I get you. But are you a gamer though? Do you like gaming?
Yes.
Yeah.
Love gaming, but
Yeah,
now I'm
same.
playing games that I think are gonna make. You see, not playing
You're
the games I want.
Okay, what games are you into?
I'm into obviously like Call of Duty, FIFA, your typical games, like AAA games, and then a few indie games that are a bit down. But now I found myself playing games that I don't even like just because kids like.
Yeah. What are the indie games that you calling down that you like?
Indie games that I'm calling down. All of them are like mainly PC ones. But
I might know one. Just
you might know, man. Cool. Let me try you. No Man's Sky. It went big now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like
that
that.
space, like
That space one.
dude. After the updates,
Yeah.
like it's
After
it's
the
a lot
update, right?
better. It's a
Yeah.
lot better.
That's when I saw it. Went to
Yeah.
PS4 and the game covers and stuff. A lot of these sandbox games I find myself playing.
Yeah.
But the games I like are like God of War, Spider-Man. That's what I want to be playing.
Single player experiences.
Single player game.
Yeah.
But I told myself because everyone is doing that, let me
Let
play.
me push COD, let me push FIFA, let me push whatever's popular. I think I also fell into that trap for a bit, bro.
Really?
Literally exact same story as you. Like, okay, pushing on YouTube. The thing is, I was also pushing on Twitch, right?
That's smart.
Yeah, it was, but again, Twitch is even worse in the sense that you have to be online
constantly, not just posting.
Like 6 hours at a time.
You see,
every single day,
interacting with people. Like I don't know how people like iShowSpeed and them can be on these live streams for so many hours.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But again, like to speak to your points, I think I was also playing games that like I liked, but like I felt other people would like. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't necessarily. So I'll do, for example, COD. I did the Battlefield 6 beta. You know, so I played that. That was actually really nice. But like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm more of a single player gamer as well, bro. So that thing of like, I think drawing it back to the points that we're trying to make is that, guys, your passions pay off. You know what I'm saying? Your passions pay off. Maybe not immediately, but they do. Like, invest in them, be consistent in them, because you already know what you love. You know what you love. You know what you love. I know what I love. It's just a matter of like how necessarily you're gonna like monetize that, I guess. But focusing on the monetization first,
that's set up to fail instantly. And like, even if you are doing your passion, I feel like even if you don't get money back, you're gonna get some value from it.
Yeah,
at the end of the day.
100% experience. Right? Yeah,
I mean, people like pastors and preachers do it for the sake of passion and faith purely, right?
100%, because they've been called to do that. They've been called to ministry, you know.
But now you've seen that's also being monetized.
Yeah, you know, you see, there's no perfect church, but at the end of the day, like, there are those churches that are just like there to push whatever, push profit,
to push profit,
get people in seats,
bro. They have ROIs, they have all of these business things, bro. They have targets that they need to meet. And you think, is this a church or a hustle business?
Yeah, I get you. I get you. A lot of churches are like that. I can say my church, the church that I'm at, like, it's not like that at all. Like that. Look, I don't know if I'm allowed to mention their name yet.
Okay.
Just in terms of, I don't know, they might want me to take this down or whatever. So I'm not gonna mention it now. I'll tell you off camera.
Yeah.
But I love the church that I go to, bro. Love the church that I go to. It's created a sense of community because it's one of those big churches, right?
Yeah, like a Rema or
that type of vibe. That type of vibe. But look, those churches feel very isolating if you're just attending the service and you're leaving, right? But once you like get plugged into the church in terms of like starting to now serve the church, you know, like and with
being a part of it.
Yeah, being a part of it. Like, look, I understand why some people might be skeptical to do that because at certain churches they charge membership fees or this, they do that, or they like force you to like pay tithes and stuff, and if you don't, it's like you
get looked down on.
100%. But my church isn't like that, bro. You just start serving for free. You know, you just attend a course. You know, start serving, and then what that does for you is not only are you giving back to or planting roots in a church and giving back to God's house, but on top of that, you're also building community with people. You know what I'm saying? And you're actually getting to know people, because how are you going to expect to get to know people if you're just coming in for, let's say, a 10-15 service and then you leave? You get there just in time for 10-15, you leave straight after. How are you going to get plugged in? How are you going to know people?
Because I think the point of church is everyone like bringing that faith together, right? I mean, that's that's a lot of the reasons even like kids go to church or youngins go to church is because of youth. Like they want to do the service and then after that be with youth. Like be in that time where they get to spend time with people and hang around. Like,
community.
Like, that was the only reason I used to go to church. I know that after the service I'm gonna hang with everyone, I'm gonna share out. So that part does play a big role. You're coming in for 15 minutes. A lot of Catholic churches are actually like that. Because I grew up very Catholic. And
sorry, there's just something just distracting me. I don't know if you heard that. Like,
I heard it.
I don't know what it was. Okay. You grew up Catholic.
I grew up Catholic, and I remember my church was like that. It's like you in, you pray, he talks, you're out.
Bro, it's very structured.
It's like we're gonna follow a pattern.
I get you.
I don't know. It feels monotonous, and after a while, it makes church feel tedious.
Like more like a job, like you're ticking a box on a Sunday. I get you.
Ticking a box on a Sunday.
I get you, bro. Look, those churches are for. Look, everyone has their type of church. But what's weird is that people who are more aligned with, let's say, an Anglican church or a Catholic church or your Methodist churches, where it's like very like you're reading from a hymn book and whatever. That's cool for those types of people. There are people like that.
That just want that.
There are people that like that structure and that's good for them. But then like What I don't like is when the two different camps, or we're not even talking about the other churches that eat grass or whatever. But yeah, it's like everyone wants to back their own church.
Yeah, it'll always be like that.
Yeah,
Facts, like a soccer team.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You can love your church without hating another church. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm not necessarily trying to get you to come to my church. I am. We'll talk after.
I bet.
Yeah, my church is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But we do have like a young adults and like a youth sort of thing that happens on a Friday. It's really cool. Nice way to get plugged in. Get to know some people our age who are seeking the Lord, bro. You know? Not everyone gets it right. We're not perfect. No one's perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. None of us are perfect. But, you know, we're trying.
We're trying. And coming together, like, when you know, like, you're not going to be charged here, that's what you want.
Yeah.
Coming together with people that see you the same.
100%. 100%, broski. Yeah, so that's sort of church, I guess. Yo, bro, we spoke about so much on the way here, but actually we can get into some of that, bro, because to be honest, I don't have like a length that I want this thing to be. Either way, I'm gonna be clipping it.
So. Yeah, for you, it's more about like,
it's more about getting them. Yeah, it's about speaking, bro.
That's it.
You know what I'm talking? Speaking. I don't care how long it is, because the long version will be posted on YouTube. I can do snippets. Yeah, guys, I used to smoke weed, right? Like a lot, like for 5 years, guys. For 5 years. It had me like this, you know, and we were just talking off camera now about like willpower and stuff, and how at least I really struggle to deal with that through willpower alone, you know, because I mean, you can go a month, 2 months, 6 months, whatever, but eventually, like, you are likely gonna relapse, you know.
Chances are very high. Especially if you were used to it and it became like a pattern.
100%, or a coping mechanism for whatever, deal with your anxiety,
or to escape from it.
Exactly. But the issue that I found with weed in particular is that the escape is temporary, you know?
Very.
The escape is temporary. It's an hour, you high for like an hour, right? Depending on the type of Zol you're getting, bro, but like you high for like an hour. It's around an hour, I'd say. If it's cheaper stuff, less. Yeah, but it's never more than
True.
Because your outdoor stuff, less, way less. Outdoor, bro, you can
you get high for like 30 minutes.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly, bro. And what that does is it delays whatever you're dealing with. So instead of like you sitting down and confronting your feelings and be like, yo, bro, I actually don't like the way my dad treated me, whenever. It doesn't even have to be that deep. It could be like about like exams, bro. Like you need to be studying for something, you're stressing. You know, you worry that you're procrastinating. Bro, let me smoke up, blow for an hour, listen to some music, game for a bit, and then when you sober up, you can get into the pattern, or at least I got into the pattern where it's like, okay, let me smoke up again.
Facts.
You know,
because you keep running from the same feeling.
100%. True. That feeling of anxiety. And what's bad about, you know, like let's say a big test, a big exam, or something really massive you have to do, is the time is still ticking, bro. So also like you get high, when you get sober, it's like you now have less time to study. And then you get high again, you have less time. And then you're more stressed. Exactly. You get more stressed, you smoke more, you have less time. And then eventually you're doing nonsense, staying up all nights because you're trying to do stuff last minute, can't remember stuff. Also the fog, bro.
The fog, yes, the brain fog.
Brain fog.
Yeah, like you just lose this cognitive function. Like, I hear you. Because it becomes a pattern and you lose your own pattern of living without it. And like, I think anything done in moderation is fine. Anything done excessively, like, there's going to be a problem. I don't think there's anything wrong with like any substance. I mean, even drugs, like if you're going to say, yeah, I'm going to have cocaine once and like you never have it again, I don't really think there's anything bad to it. The bad thing is you're taking something that's addictive and chances are you're going to get in that.
And with that stuff, it's the heavier stuff, it's more physically addictive now.
Yeah,
so
now
it's not even like a mental
addictive
thing. Because at least with weed, like, there is some form of like withdrawal when you stop. Like, okay, maybe you can't sleep.
Especially, a little bit of
insomnia. You get cranky, you know, But like with harder drugs, I haven't
Boys here.
Yeah, it's here. It's cold sweats, or at least what I've heard. Guys, I watch a lot of documentaries.
This is not from experience.
I watch Vice on YouTube. You know, great channel if you want to understand more about drugs and the impact that's having on people. But like, that stuff is more physically addictive. So now it's like, yo, bro, like now, regardless of whatever your mind is telling you, your body is craving that thing.
It's like
bro.
your body now. Facts. It's not even just your mind. It's like you're feeling this intense craving through your body. Yeah, that's different. I hear you. And you know, alcohol can get to that point also. I've seen.
Yeah, 100%. No, like, alcohol is physically addictive.
Physically, right?
Because the withdrawal, I think, from that, like, from alcoholism, at least I've heard. Look, don't quote me, guys. I'm not a doctor. I'm not at this. I'm not at that. I'm just speaking with my new friend Dom. From my experience, from what I've seen from people, is it's very hard to quit that thing, bro.
Alcohol.
Yeah, once you're like drinking like a fish, you know what I'm saying? Like then it becomes pretty tough.
I've seen it in like a few family members that just like not put down the bottle. And you ask yourself like, bro, like being drunk actually it looks painful to some extent. Sometimes it just looks like it doesn't look comfortable.
Exactly, this doesn't look fun.
Yeah,
because I mean, why are you,
bro? And like you hear, like
yo, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I like getting drunk here and there, but like, excessively I couldn't.
Yeah.
You never just know what people are dealing with, I guess, right?
No, 100%, 100%. Because I mean, we're all dealing with stuff from maybe our childhood or currently, yeah, situations currently, financial strain, whatever it is, poor health of a family member or something.
Even a hand.
Hans will dribble you, my boy. Hans will dribble you.
90, probably like 40% of like substance abuse is caused by women. Women breaking hearts.
Yeah. But again, like someone breaking your heart still isn't an excuse.
It's not nothing, bro. I feel
you. It's not an excuse to do anything.
It's not an excuse to anything.
Yeah,
bro.
But it's crazy.
I hear you, and you won't find it an excuse unless you choose it, or I don't know. You choose that escape. Someone can break your heart. There's other escapes.
Yeah.
Like my brother always, because he's studying spirituality. He was studying
spirituality.
Yeah, spiritual engineering. It's called
what?
Right?
I've never heard of that. Please explain.
Same, until he told me about it. It's a spiritual course that they do in India. It's basically about mind and meditation, and focuses a lot about
like wellness.
Wellness, yeah. And he's really into that. And he always tells me like, until like you start finding that source, like that same escape within, you'll always be living externally. Kind of makes sense.
That's true, but then like I think that links to what Buddhism is in a sense, where it's like trying to find that inner peace within yourself. But in my experience, the only thing that gives that is Jesus, bro. That's the only thing that gives that true inner peace. Because look, we can do the physical steps that it takes to pursue wellness. Like I don't know, meditate.
True.
Or whatever. I know that's very cliche. But like, you know, whatever, taking care of yourself, this, that, and the third, you can do that. But nothing's gonna fill that void. We all have that void spiritually. And it's a matter of like, there's people who know it or who don't know it, but it's tough, bro. It's tough because we all, at the core of it, we all just want to be happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We all want to be happy.
Looking for that.
Yeah, we all want to be fulfilled in life. Even people who are doing heinous things, they're doing it for money so that they can feed themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, maybe other than, I don't know, maybe people with mental illnesses in the sense where it's like, okay, now their mental faculties aren't necessarily controlled.
Yeah.
But like other than that, but even that, I honestly feel like God can fix that, bro. But
you don't think it's also like them looking within and finding that God within them? Like it's also that choice. Like God is also that same escape that drugs are. You know, like you can choose to find God instead of finding a bank key. You know what I'm saying?
You know, 100%. But one thing I found is He is like the only way. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the thing is, like, we live in an era, in a time where everything's all about inclusivity. So you can't like, people say you can't like just say I'm right and you're wrong. No, my truth is my truth. Your truth is your truth. Airy fairy spirituality, all of that. You know, like, which sounds nice. It sounds nice, sounds wholesome. But in my experience, it's just false, bro. Because it's and this is something that's a bit tough to talk about, bro, because it's something that has our generation. We're both the same age, 25. Yes. Has our generation like by the throat.
By the throat.
You know, do you, individuality, find yourself, all of that stuff. You know.
I know it does sometimes lead to like extremities of people like taking that too far. I don't know if I can even say that. Yeah, maybe that's who they want to be.
Yeah, explain.
But like to some extent, I think we can live consciously and we can live morally. We can be like, this is right and wrong, or we can just look at it consciously. Like, you can't be making a kid have a sex change before they even understand that
what that is.
Yeah.
Just because your like 8-year-old or your 10-year-old says, "Mommy, I feel like a girl," when they're a boy,
right?
And then because of that, you alter their body parts or
Right.
play with their,
or convince them even.
Yeah, convince them. Oh, I'm so glad you said this. I suspected this, and then you get them on hormones and all of that, and that's irreversible.
You see, very much,
dude. Because you maybe. So okay, like we're getting into more sensitive topics. But you know what I'm saying? Like we're in an era we can't even talk about this sort of stuff.
And that's the thing, it'll be like be you, be yourself, be this, but then you can't talk about it.
Yeah, because someone is being themselves and they're so like defensive over their self-identity that correction can't come through. And by correction I don't mean I'm right and you're wrong. I just mean like what about another perspective? Like like for me, I believe in Jesus. So I'd be like, yo bro, I don't think the Bible agrees with that. But then we live in an era that's like, oh no, but you do you. So I can't even approach you about that.
Yeah.
I can't even, you know, it's very, very tricky. Very, very tricky. Yeah, man.
But then they also have that